All right, guys, last episode, I told you that I would include you in the oil change process. So I'm gonna show you what to do. I'm gonna show you what tools you need and how to do it. It's pretty simple. You can do it anywhere. I'm literally in a random parking lot. I didn't want to do it at my apartment complex and get looked at like I'm a weirdo. So, not that it's weird. I just don't want people to think I'm talking to myself. So, yeah. So, what you'll need, a ratchet or a wrench. It really doesn't matter. Preferably a ratchet though. It can go a long ways. You could work on your whole vehicle with one. If you want any of these tools, go to Harbor Freight. They will hook you up. You don't need the best stuff. You need the cheapest stuff, honestly. So yeah, a ratchet. You need a socket. On most Fords, I believe it to be 16 millimeters, a drain plug for the oil tank. So yeah, 16 millimeter. You may or may not need an oil filter wrench. Next thing you'll need is it's an oil filter for your vehicle. Yeah, so an engine uses oil, right? This will sit at the bottom of the engine, at the bottom of the oil. And it'll clean out the oil, you know, catch any big stuff, maybe little stuff. It all depends. So, yeah, the most important thing you'll need is some oil. Now this number right here, 5W20, this is what my vehicle takes. Most vehicles are gonna be different. So you have to double check, look in your owner's manual. Usually it'll say it in your engine. I'll show you the engine bay in a second. All right, so if you search your engine, you will find a oil dipstick, and that's it. It should say oil right there, but it doesn't. See how this one says trans fluid? What they mean by trans is transmission. This right here is what oil your vehicle takes, but you never know. You always want to double check because somebody obviously could have played a prank on you. I don't know who would do that, but you never know. I work on airplanes, so stuff's a bit more critical. So I'm just used to double checking stuff. All right, guys, I'm in position. Here is what the oil drain pan looks like. And here's a filter right next to it. So, drain pan, filter. Now what you're gonna wanna do is get your ratchet, set it up to the loosen position. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. That's always what you want to remember. So you want to, it may be a little tough, but you want to loosen it like I just did. Keep doing that. Oh, it's starting to flow. So I'm actually going to get my bucket and go underneath with it now. And now that it's loose, you could actually get your hand under there and finish it off. Man, I know I'm not the best cameraman, but this isn't really a mechanic channel anyways. This is just what we're doing to get the van ready to go traveling, so. All right, here we go. Yeah, there you go. So now we're gonna loosen it. Beware. And there you go. Hopefully my bucket's big enough. And there's your drain plug, guys. Just a little bolt. The oil doesn't look too bad, doesn't look too great. It's pretty much see-through though. I mean, it's dark, it's see-through. It's not clumpy or milky or cloudy, so that makes me feel pretty good. And so guys, I'm gonna let this drip for a little while. Just try to get out all that old oil. You're not gonna get everything out, but you know, yeah, so I'll see you in a few seconds. All right guys, so she is pretty much done dripping. So I'm gonna go ahead and, first of all, I'm gonna look at this thing. Everything looks good. Probably use a new bolt next time. Decent shape. So we're gonna thread her back on. Move the oil out of the way. We're gonna grab our ratchet. Okay, tighten back up. Usually these plugs will have a washer. Looks like another piece of like metal that goes on top of the bolt. It's hard to explain. It's called a crush washer. And if yours has one, it's really good to replace it. Although I hear that people reuse them once or twice. So you don't want to over tighten this, guys. You just want to see that's tight, and now you want to, and that should be good. And yeah, so I'm gonna take a napkin and just clean this up. I don't like leaving oil and stuff. It's always good to have a clean workspace. And oil is not good for the environment, so maybe dab up anywhere that. Right, next step is the filter. I don't know if you guys can see this. All right, so now these should be hand tight, but for some reason mechanics like to mess around, so it's probably not going to be hand tight. So I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm in an uncomfortable position right now, so I'm just gonna use these pliers and get it over with. By the way, when you take this off, oil will leak, boys. So it will leak. There you go, just like that. Ugh. Ugh. Definitely be worse. Like I said, oil is gonna leak, so we want to grab our bucket and put her in position. Go ahead and start twisting. Yeah, see that, all that oil. Now, that doesn't look too good, to be honest. I mean, it's not horrible, I guess. Now you just let it drain, guys. Let her drain. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to actually put on the new filter now. I'll show you what all that's about. I would have just installed it right there, but I'll explain why I didn't. Sometimes your oil filter is sideways or even like that, but mine's like this. So what I always like to do is put oil into the filter, then install it like that. Because if not, then your oil or your engine will run dry for a few minutes. Not for a few minutes, for like a few seconds, but it's like a debate whether it matters or not, but why not? I'm gonna do it. What you always want to do is get a little dab of oil and put it around this little O-ring right here. It's a seal. The oil will actually help it to seal so nothing gets past there, and it makes it easier for the filter to come off next time when you're actually ready to change it. So yeah, I'm actually gonna put a little bit more oil in there. She looks a little low. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to settle. All right, now we're ready to go back under the vehicle and put her in. Yeah. Man, that October weather, I don't celebrate Halloween, but the spooky vibes are there. And sweater weather is also there. So, and right where you took her off, you just want to put her back on. Yep. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, guys. You only need to go hand tight on these. You don't need to freaking grab that wrench and torque her down. Even though you feel like you want to or need to, it's okay, I assure you. Ah, okay, that's good there. So now is the fun part. Maybe not so fun since I didn't bring a funnel, but it's fun because we don't have to be under the vehicle no more. So. All right, guys. So here's an easy way to do this. I know you're probably asking, well, how do I know how much I just put in the filter? So now what do I subtract from the stuff I put down here? Well, with your big 5-quart, you just put the rest of it in there and boom, that's 5 quarts. And then you want to put another quart in probably. I'm going to. But yeah, I should have a funnel, but I don't. So let me just check and see if I have a funnel real quick. All right, guys. It turns out I had a funnel the whole time. It's almost not even worth me using this because it's the same diameter as this. But it's like, do I do it or do I not do it? Whatever, we'll try it. See how it goes. We try it, mate. Honestly, it's not even worth it. It's just making it more annoying because I'm spilling stuff and you don't want to do that. So we're gonna get rid of this. And we're just going straight down the pipe. Oh my gosh. Oh no. All right, now she's flowing though. Now she is flowing. But you could always, I know I just lost a little bit, but you could always put a little bit extra in. And this is amateur, guys. I know for a fact it's amateur. I don't need to hear it in the comment section. In all honesty, my house is like 2 seconds away. I should probably just go get a funnel, but it's okay. That's about it for that. All right, guys, I'm back. So far I got 5 quarts in there. Right now I'm about to put 1.5 quarts because you remember I spilled a little bit and some still need to go in the filter and all that stuff. So a little bit over is not going to be a big deal as long as it's not a lot over or under. So, because too much oil is actually a bad thing. So. Probably can't even see anything. I'm sorry, guys. I'll use my GoPro next time. Yeah, that's probably enough. and then. Just so you guys know, me and Anna don't give a hoot. We're gonna just be ourselves this whole adventure. So, yeah. Most of you probably would think that I'm weird. We are weird. And she is a little weird, to be honest. But, yeah, anyways. I'm just joking, Anna. We're gonna give her a crank. Yeah, boy. And so for a second, when I first cranked it, you could hear the engine actually, and then 2 seconds later, it got smooth again. So I don't know if that was the oil not being in there, you know, but that's why they say to fill the filter up. It's kind of sketchy. I actually didn't like that, but she's a good van. She got some rust. Heck, while this is warming up, I'm just gonna give you guys a little tour, to be honest. This is our 2004 Ford Econoline. And we're gonna transition this into a camper van. And if you look down here, I know it looks rough, but it used to be a lot rougher. We got some rust areas that I want to show you guys how to fix. Right there, right there. That's okay though. Right now, here's the inside. She's not the prettiest, but she'll do. And so, listen, Anna has cleaned this thing about 3 times because of me. Has all my tools and stuff. That's an air conditioner back there. But yeah, she laid down all the sound deadening mats. So it looks real good in here. Yeah. She got 140,000 miles on her, which is pretty good for a 2004. Now uncrank the engine. There's a random fuse right here. Can't tell if it's good or not. Huh. Okay, now we're gonna check our oil. Checking the oil. Checking the oil, yeah. Go. So this is your oil dipstick. You're gonna pull that mother. You're gonna pull it out with the rag, just in case it's hot. She's long, don't worry, she is long. And you're gonna clean her off. Now we're gonna put her back in. Gonna let that make love in there for just a second. Now we're gonna bring her back out. Now we're going to look at the oil level. She's actually a little bit past the max, but it'll be okay. As you can see it, I'll let it focus. There you go. You have to put it at an angle, but yeah. If it was down there, it'd be something to worry about. But a little bit too much is okay. Cool. So now we're gonna put her back in. Man, this has motivated me to charge my GoPro. Although last time I tried to use it, the batteries were not working for some reason. So I gotta figure that out. And boom, guys, make sure your stuff's closed up. But that's an oil change. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.